Hey, so a little bit of a mail day today. I, a couple weeks ago, I sent out a a package to Jeff over at a fine card collector. He's a big Jordan guy. I had a Jordan from my collection from when I was young that didn't really fit into what I'm collecting these days. So I wanted to figure out if he had it. I found out he didn't, and sent it off to him. But he was adamant that I couldn't send him something and have him not send me something back. He didn't know what at the time. So he said, I'll just send you a package. And so it came in the mail today. So I'm going to record this. Now, I have not seen what it is yet. It's a surprise. That's one benefit I think he had over me, or I have over him, depending on how you look at these things. But just wanted to say thanks to that. And when he posted a video about that, he said a lot of really nice things about me and kind of talked about the way that I collect. And I don't know that I could do justice to him, uh, but I've liked Jeff since he started on. You know, he started on doing YouTube, and quite frankly, right from the beginning, his videos began to like the quality of the videos and stuff really began to get a lot better. I'm kind of a point the camera and shoot and hope this goes well. I almost never stop and start over again unless something happens while I'm recording. I mean, I've done it, but it just doesn't happen. Right. But like you can always tell with his that he's taking the time to edit and do all this kind of stuff that's just makes it look really good. And I just don't. And so that kind of um, I've always appreciated that like he takes time to put out his videos, and he did this series on the thing that I've probably enjoyed the most that he's done. Maybe probably is he did his one of the things that he's collected is the top 100 cards of the 1980s, which is a list that Beckett put out, and he has all of those and has them graded and did these long kind of videos just kind of showing the card and talking about the card a little bit. And again, like I can't imagine the amount of time he put into those before they ever came out. They're worth watching and worth watching again, and just kind of enjoying seeing those cards. And he shows you his cards. He doesn't show you just like a kind of a well, he didn't Google the picture of a card, you know, it's clearly his own, but kind of all of his stuff is that way. And he just and so he's got this collection that kind of spans a lot of different things. He does basketball and he does baseball, and spans a lot of years. He collects. I don't know that he does a whole lot in the modern world, but he does a lot of. You know, did the '80s, but he's going into the vintage and doing all of these lists that he's created. That it's just been a joy to just kind of watch him put out these videos and show his cards. Uh, and he's also one of the things I've liked about him is he's very real. Jeff has been one of these guys like when he recently lost a dog, and he has this video where he just talks about that, and you can kind of feel what he's kind of going through in that, and that's tough. And but at the same time, you know, you appreciate him sharing his life, and that's kind of what he wanted to do with this community. And so like I put out a video about a week ago just talking about some things that were going on in my life, nothing like that, but just saying, you know, and he was one of the ones who jumped on and said, no, talk about that stuff, we want to hear it. And just I just like that part of him, that like it's very genuinely what he wants is community out of this. And that's something that I've wanted from the YouTube card community as well. I've wanted that community aspect, and he's done a good job, I think, of pursuing that. And so because of that, I think we've become friends on YouTube, and we haven't met. Hoping to meet him in like face to face. We haven't met. Hoping to do that in Strongsville next year. He's planning on coming into Strongsville, so that would be great. I couldn't make it to National, but Jeff, anyway. So thank you in advance. I've been kind of anxiously waiting this. I'll have you know that I did check, and it was in my town uh, yesterday, but it's Labor Day, so I didn't get to go get it, and I didn't think they'd appreciate me breaking it in. So here it is. I did cut it open. I don't know what's in there yet, though. That was just so that I had easy access for the video, because I'm sure I'd sit here and struggle with it for 20 minutes and on air. So anyway, so let me pull these out, and we'll see. I really don't know what's in here. Oh, and he has it numbered. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. This one is number 1. He's got little notes with them. I'll read you the note. What I may end up doing at the end of this is turning this around and showing you a little closer, but card from my Scottie Pippen collection. I always loved this set, and I know your favorite Chicago Bull was Scottie Pippen. That's correct. I did collect, Scottie Pippen was my guy. Everyone else was collecting Jordan, and I always had this, I can't be like everyone else. I collected Ricky Henderson as a kid because everybody else was collecting Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire, Ryan Sandberg, and Andre Dawson, and I'm like, I'm not going to be like everybody else. Anyway, it was only fitting I gave you a Scottie Pippen card from my 90s Chicago Bulls labeled Mag Pros, and this was the other thing that and let me pull this out. I haven't looked at the card yet, but let me look at this here real quick. Oh, nice. Very cool. This is from the, I do not have this card. It's from the 94, 95. See if I can do this without getting too much. See, I'm using this ring light my daughter got me. I'll have to turn that around and show you a little bit better. That's cool. But one of the other things I said to him, he was asking me kind of, hey, what would you like? I said, to be honest with you, I'd like to have something in your Mag Pros. And that's, like, I don't know that I care about the card so much, but very cool. Very nice. Yes, I did not have this one. I collected during this time. This is 94, 95 Flair. Scottie Pippen. Very cool. Thanks, Jeff. And there was no option to gift you a Scottie Pippen, this is number 2, Scottie Pippen baseball card. It had to be a basketball card. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, played a little baseball. Here's an MJ card from my collection and my Jordan collection labels where he's playing some baseball or maybe batting practice. And I do not have, I know I don't have this one because I do not have any Michael Jordan baseball cards. But I thought that's what would be the one. I saw this at a card shop this last weekend and didn't get it. It was at the one where everything was priced ridiculously. So, and that's the pretty famous, pretty well known. It's very cool. That's awesome. And again, from his Mag Pros, and that was the part that gets me excited. So thank you for that. Let's see, number 3. See, he sent me. This is crazy. This is definitely too much, Jeff. My 3rd and last Mag Pro label design so far. The Cubs are my team, and hence I had to do a 2016 World Series Champions design and collection. That was a special team, and Chris Bryant was the best player on that team. A 2016 All-Star and NL MVP. A simple rookie card. Glad you put that. I would not have known. Oh, yep, except it says rookie on the front. Oh, that's a nice looking card. I love when, I should show you what I'm looking at. I love when Topps does these with the color match borders. So cool. Very nice. And again, with his Mag Pro label. I will turn this around and show you these a little better. It's hard to see them like this. Very cool. Thank you, Jeff. Then he said the last one was the one I was going to be the most excited about. See, he's got it number 4. See if I can get into this here. There is another note. The Michael Jordan card you sent me fit my collection perfectly. It was a great addition. I know you said you just wanted something from my collection, so there are 3 items from it and some of my Mag Pros. This wasn't enough. It was enough, Jeff. So I had to get you something for your collection, and I figured your Hall of Fame binder was it. This is one for your first page. It has to be this one of this player. I think there's only one card that could be. Oh, it's taped. I will be very gentle here. I do have a knife that I keep here in my card room for when I have to cut tape. I think that's enough. You're not going to believe this, Jeff. That's awesome. That's why it's the only one. That's awesome. It's the Ted Williams 54 tops. Now here's why I said you're not going to believe this. I have 4 cards left. Well, now 3, officially 3, that I need for my Hall of Fame binder, and I had narrowed it down. One is the Satchel Paige, which can only be the 53 tops. That's all it can. He doesn't have any other top players. So then I was trying to decide, okay, so which ones of the next 3 do I want? Jackie Robinson, Mickey Mantle, and Ted Williams are my last 3. And so as I'm looking around, the 54, I love the 54 top set, and I was like, I want the Ted Williams, and this is the one I wanted. I wanted the number 1 from the set. So that is incredible. And yeah, you better believe that's going right in the binder. That's awesome. It's such an incredible card. I love what I love about these 54s. I'm going to turn the camera around. This isn't doing enough justice. What I love about the 54s is the color. So anyway, Jeff, that is that's crazy. I told him not to do anything crazy. He said, well, he doesn't know any other way. So apparently that's very true. So let me turn this around, show you the cards a little bit better. You can appreciate them as, hopefully, well, not quite as much as me, but you can appreciate them a little bit more anyway. So let me pause, do that. I'll show you those, then we'll wrap this up, and I'll let you go. All right, so let me show you these a little bit better. I can get them a little bit, hopefully deal with some of that glare. That's the Scottie Pippen on the 94-95 flare. And you can see the Mag Pros. If you want to learn more about those, you can go to his. I'll of course link to his channel, but where he talks about these. And I love what he's done with these Mag Pro labels anyway. Scottie Pippen. That was my guy. Loved collecting his cards. I lived, for those who don't know, I lived in the Chicago area. Not Chicago area really, but I lived in Illinois during that time, so I got to see all those national championships. Then of course the Michael Jordan, just incredible. Again with his personal Mag Pro labels. Such a good looking card. Those are sharp too. You can say I only have 3 because I'm just going to hold the last one. And there's the Chris Bryant. What a good looking card. Again with his own label. Rookie card. Pretty incredible. That's awesome. And then of course the grand finale, as they say. Look at the color. I love that. Oh, the 54 top set. That one will be going in my binder as soon as I'm done recording this video. Such a cool card. Of course, this is the year Topps was so excited to have Ted Williams. They made him the first and the last card of the set. But I wanted number 1. One of these days I'll talk about some of my things with the colors, but for right now I'm just going to close it out there. Jeff, man, that is too much, my friend. That's incredible. So thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. Check him out over at A Fine Card Collector if you haven't already. I'm assuming most of you or already, if not all of you, already subscribed to him. But if you're not, I'll link to his channel in the description of this video, and we'll see you on the next one.